What's up, guys? I got it's gonna sort of be a recap. It's gonna sort of be a special video. Actually, this was our last war as clan level 9. So actually, we are now clan level 10. Poopa! And yeah, so pretty exciting times. I mean, we can finally donate max P.E.K.K.A.s and max minions and things like that. Other than that, I don't really see a big benefit. But I'm gonna kind of take this time as an opportunity to kind of show where Omega has come from as a clan, what kind of has made us into where we are today, and sort of things like that. But I am going to also have a sort of short recap here. As you can see, not really a special war. It really was just a farm war, but you know, still can have some good attacks, right? I mean, how good can they be when you don't have clan castle troops? But I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to go and start the recap here on number 13. I'm just going to show 4 attacks. We're going to see variablistic going in, doing a little GoGiVa attack. Just basically, I guess, Queen Walk GoGiVa attack. So as you can see, basically he can make his funnel over there and then send his queen up to the north. And she can take a lot of this base out without having too many point defenses on her at one point. Unfortunately, the way she does path, he does have to drop that rage, probably a little earlier than he wanted to, just because he has that sweeper and 2 point defenses. But once she does have all that taken care of, just going to drop that golem down and then make the funnel, drop some wall breakers in, drop some giants in as well, and then send in his CC Valks and his own Valks to path through to the middle of the base. At that point, he's going to drop his jump down, and they're going to be able to reach the Inferno Tower and the Town Hall and continue pushing through the base as well. It does have 2 freezes, which is interesting. I personally would have probably brought neither of those freezes, but you know, hey, whatever. Does have the queen going to path through right here. Did have to burn her ability a little bit early, which isn't ideal, but does actually drop that other freeze in order to keep her still alive and pushing through to take that Inferno Tower down, and then just has just enough Valks alive as the healers are actually going to sort of split off as soon as, well, I say that. We're waiting on the healers. Fast forward just a little bit, but the Valks are still pushing through the base, right? And once the queen pushes through, then the healers are going to split off. There we go. And they're going to be able to get those Valks healed back up as the queen is going to provide support, take out the air defenses. Does have one more wizard in the pocket to help with cleanup as it's going to continue pushing through, taking out those exterior buildings right here, as the king, the queen, and the remaining Valks are going to push through that little moat and take out the rest of these troops, right? So a very nice attack here from Variablistic, and just, you know, kind of a good idea of taking advantage of these really bad base designs, to be honest. Next attack, we're going to come down to number 14, where we're going to see Apex going in, doing a little Queen Walk Mass Valk, or GoGiVa, I guess. I think he has a golem in the CC, I forget. It does actually have 5 healers for his Queen Walk, which is interesting. But as you can see, he's just going to use those giants to sort of make the funnel and make sure that the queen actually steps up instead of just walking around. But she is going to step up right here and be able to reach the enemy queen. Does have to pop her ability a little bit early, which is a bit unfortunate. But as you can see, it doesn't really matter, as the queen is going to be able to take out those point defenses and then going to continue walking around to the west side. There's a chance that he meant for his queen to go to the core, but I think it probably was better that she did as she did here. Gonna make an easy funnel over there just with 1 wizard and then send in a massive Valks over here. Yeah, no golem, just all Valks. All these Valks are passing through the core, going to be under rage as they go through the core, and as you see, just ripped the core like butter. I mean, really, not much standing in their way. Does get that jump down in a way that kind of causes them to split. I probably would have just jumped over to the southeast side and let the queen continue to do her thing and take out the rest of those defenses. But as you can see, it really doesn't matter because the king and a few Valks are still alive over there on the east side. Going to be able to take out these last defenses pretty easily, as everything is going to sort of meet up down here by these cannons to continue taking out the rest of this base for a very nice 3-star here from Apex. Very nice attack. Next attack, we're going to go to Charlie, and Charlie is going to do a little Queen Walk VaHo here. Sort of similar approach, but in this case he's actually going to close off his Queen Walk, and he's going to basically bring his queen down, starting here in the west side. Going to take out, as you see, this whole row right here. Is going to encounter the Inferno Tower, which is a bit not ideal, but as you will see in a second, it's going to be okay. Having the rage and having her ability, she's going to be able to push through that little section of the base. And once she's moving in, just going to send in all his Valks, or all his yeah, I guess it is just Valks, down here from the southeast side, but I'll wait on that. She's going to push through, and did have to use her ability, as I mentioned. But as you see, once she takes out that cannon, she's pretty much in free range to be able to take out the rest of the base. Does have to get down a rage, and then once everything is good, he's going to drop those earthquakes and all of his Valks to continue pushing through the middle of the base. Does have that rage down to be able to take out those Inferno Towers, and unfortunately, his queen just barely dies. She takes out the Inferno Tower, but due to the latency of the heal effect, which is about 3 seconds, she just barely dies to that Expo, which kind of sucks. Probably could have gotten those Valks down a little bit earlier. That might have saved it, but luckily the golems over here on the east side are going to pass through and be able to take down the rest of this base with very little giant bomb threat. Does hit one, but not enough to kill all the hogs, as they're going to continue pathing through, and does have these wizards around on the east and west side to take out the rest of these buildings. But still a very nice attack here from Charlie, even though his queen died. Very nice, very nice. So now the fun part, right? Let's look at the war log. Here we go. Scroll down the bottom here. So if you've been following my videos for a while, you know that I started out actually in Reddit Omicron, and then after that we actually merged into Reddit Dark, and then eventually merged into Reddit Omega. Just kind of weird how it worked out. We actually still have a ton of our OG Omicron guys who are in Omega, people like Red Cloud and Fang Fang and people like that, and we've honestly haven't lost that many people. Rip AC is the best. So it's kind of nice that we're all still together, but as you can see, right before we merged, there was actually a range matchup with Reddit Row right there that Omega did, that they actually won, and that was kind of their last arranged matchup before we joined in with them, right? So you can see after that there actually was a mixed scrimmage. That's what that S is, or A was for arranged. But a mixed scrimmage right before we joined between Omega and Omega Labs, and that was actually the last loss that Omega had pre-Omicron/Dark merge, right? So then after that happened, we had a lot of good matchups, one being with Cold September here, and you'll see, we kind of had some interesting matches here. Kind of funny story, we matched with Syrian Wolf, and that was one of the first Omega recaps that I did, and for whatever reason, they just did not like that at all. That I had that recap done, and they used to join, with hateful messages all the time for probably like 2 months straight, trying to get into the clan, or I don't even know, but it was very strange. But as you see, soon after becoming Omega, we did kind of run the gauntlet, and it was kind of a telling time for us as a clan, because really, when you go against people like Cold September, We Are Raiders, and Playing with Cock, you really you're tested. That's all there is to it. And Cold September, as you can see, just barely beat us, and really, I still take blame for that, because I missed a freeze, and that cost me a Town Hall 10 triple, and I'm still just, I still am haunted by that fail. And We Are Raiders, same thing, just 1 star there. And Playing with Cock, they had an advantage on us, and they were a better clan than us anyway, and ended up beating us. But still a very good test for us, and that kind of was able to establish us, as a reputation in the community, right? It got us involved with the actual, charter FPC members like One Hive and Cold September and Northern members and things like that. That we all actually have kind of always had a good relationship with Northern members, to be honest, for whatever reason. We've always just had good, just a good relationship with them. People like Amanda and SD and people like that we've always been real buddy with. We then had that Chinese modding clan that we were like 6-1 Town Hall 11 disadvantage or something, and when they're modding, there really isn't any coming back from that. No excuses or whatever, but kind of unfortunate to lose that way. Reddit Minis was actually a mixed scrim that we did within our clan. We like to do those a lot. And then we actually had 2 in a row, 2 fair play clans with Penn State and Reddit Force. And as you can see, that was when we just kind of established our dominance. I mean, if I'm allowed to say it, like, we really did really well against those clans, and it was very good for us to kind of get our mojo back, I guess, and then soon after that we had an arranged matchup with Immoral Thieves, and that was still one of my favorite wars that I've done because I had a Town Hall 10 triple on like a 70. Oh, I forget what it is now. 86K, I think is what it was, which was very funny. It was actually done from a scout that was gone wrong. His wall breakers didn't go right, and because of that, the queen ended up beating through a wall, and she ends up taking out 2 expos and an Inferno Tower all on her own. And I was just like, well, shoot, I'm gonna copy that, and it was one of my favorite raids I've done. Just kind of lucky, to be honest, that the scout went like that. Another couple mixed scrims in there as well with Omega and Omega Labs that we did. And then just right in a row, we had Omega versus Wiz on Her Face, or Wiz on Her Face 2 rather, and had a pretty good lead over them. And then immediately after, matched up with North Remembers. And funny story, we were actually planning on matching with North Remembers the immediately following war, and end up matching with them there with an absolutely massive disadvantage. And they did a lot better than us, and they did end up winning the arranged matchup as well. So no hate to them, but they just almost perfected us there, as you saw. Then another little stretch there, just with some farm clans. I think Richmond Tigers might actually be a fellow Fair Play clan, but they were just kind of a new Fair Play clan. And then, as you see, we actually matched up with War and Glory, which was another one of my favorite wars, because we actually went in. I think we had 1 extra Town Hall 10, and they had 1 extra Town Hall 11. And really, that's a big advantage for them, because they should be able to get, they essentially have 2 more nukes, and somehow we came away with a win. And that was still, kind of gives you a good feeling to be able to overcome like that. Then after that, we had another mixed scrimmage there with Reddit Dark, and another little stretch here with some farm clans. Actually, this clan Mexico 4.0, I want you to make a note of that. We actually beat them by 100. What is that? 16 points or something like that, but kind of funny. We'll actually match up with them later. I'll mention that in a second. And then we kind of ran through another gauntlet here with TD War, which is a Fair Play clan out of LSU, which was fun for me because I'm an Alabama alumnus, and I was able to kind of talk some smack and talk about how they didn't make it past the 50-yard line and things like that. So I enjoyed that. And then we had their War 101, which is another Immoral War family clan, Wiz on Her Face, North Remembers, The Swarm, another fellow Fair Play clan, and then One Hive. And North Remembers and One Hive were both arranged matchups, and we came away with a win there, which that's massive. Those are 2 of the best clans in the game. I mean, no argument at all. And that was really kind of where we started becoming, I don't want to say we started getting popular, but we really started coming under popularity of these guys might be a clan to beat, sort of thing. And as you see, I mean, we went a long time there without any losses. You'll see that our last loss was that North Remembers 53 days ago. North Remembers, the rematch was then, and then One Hive as well. We then had an arranged matchup with Cold September as well. I mean, those are 3 of the biggest clans in the game, and we were able to come away with some really strong wins. Cold September, as you see there, we kind of did just get away early, and they, I think, had like 10 attacks left, and just kind of they felt the pressure early, and unfortunately weren't able to come back from it. Plus they had some real life issues, which it's unfortunate. You can't really do anything about it, but still it feels good to win, to be honest. I mean, I hate to be so crass about it. And then of course we had some random farm clans after that. You see right there, we actually matched with Mexico 4.0. Funny story about that. When we matched with them, they put in their clan description, hey, let's have a fair matchup this time, and they were calling us out. I guess they were accusing us of modding because we beat him so bad last time. So we put in our clan description, oh, y'all were cheating last time? It's good to hear we're all fair play again, or something like that. And, obviously we destroyed them again, even though they're clan level 11. And then, 2 farm wars in a couple wars right here. And then, Clash United is another fair play clan as well. I forgot to annotate that. But, a good matchup for us while we were away at the RWCS versus DWA war. A lot of us were away at that. And it was, kind of fun. And I feel like it's a good kind of final hurrah as Reddit Omega going into Town Hall 10 to beat the DWA like that, because they were always a stronger clan system than us, I would say, and it's a good feeling, and we came across with a 3-star victory, and I would love to see them again in the future, but for now it's good to currently be sitting on top, and kind of feel like you're quote unquote the best clan system, or whatever, I mean, obviously any given Sunday anybody can win, but coming away with that W is definitely a good feeling. But as you can see, we are clan level 10, which is a very good feeling. Currently on a 27 win streak as well, which is really big for us. I mean, like I said, 53 days ago was the last time we lost, so we're expecting it any day, I'm not going to lie. But for now, I mean, going into the new everybody fair play era, it's good to start off like this, right? And I think it's going to be a really fun time for us as a clan, fun time for me as I'm continuing to push to max Town Hall 11, and our clan is really growing in terms of weight and in terms of skill every day, and it's just a fun time to be part of Reddit Omega, and I usually don't kind of open up to recruitment or whatever. I have it in the description, but if you are interested in this sort of environment, feel free, check us out on our in the description. There's a link to reddit.com/r/clanredditomega. Come check us out, drop a application. There's a link in the bottom right of that page. Drop an application and just let us know why you would want to join. And we're always looking for new people, as we're currently developing our feeder, which is Omega Labs, and I'll actually be putting out some more videos from them as they're currently having some arranged matchups and things like that. So make sure to stay tuned for that. And it's going to be a really fun time for Reddit Omega, a really good time in the game in the new fair play era, and it's just going to be. It's just going to be fun. I kind of have a real positive outlook right now for the state of the game. So we'll see if that actually works out to my favor. But for now, anyway, I'm happy, right? I hope all y'all are too. But anyway, guys, thank y'all for watching the video and learning a little bit about the history of Omega and looking through our war log. I look forward to bringing y'all good content in the future as our clan continues to grow. But for now, thanks to all my clan for the good memories and good times. And thanks to all y'all for watching. Of course, that's kind of the reason that I do this. If it was only my clan watching, okay, fine, I'd still be making videos. But still, it's a fun time, and hopefully y'all are enjoying it. But for now, and until next time, y'all do take care. Peace.